What's up, everyone? My name is Wynand Fourie. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another react. So, just a quick disclaimer, I'm filming a batch of episodes before I go on holiday, just so I can keep releasing as I'm away, you know? So I won't be responding to comments as often as I do, and yeah, it's not gonna have that kind of live effect that it's had the last couple of weeks, just because you know, the way I've been doing it is I've been waking up in the morning, I film a reaction video, I edit it, upload it, and then people comment and I read the comments, and then I kind of use that information in my next video that I do. So yeah, just a quick disclaimer that I'm doing like a batch filming because I want to get through this wheel, mostly because I want to just get more Ren songs onto my playlist. You know, I've been avoiding listening to this guy's music, even though I've really been connecting to it, just because I really want to stick to this thing of discovering this artist with its audience, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I actually wanted to do damn, someone's having a sneeze attack. I wanted to also go through the chapters that he did. I think I'll react to those as well, just because I want to get to know his story a little bit better. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be talking much over those, just because, you know, it's like being respectful, you know. But I do want to check them out, and you know, I did say that I'm discovering this artist with its audience, so I want to film me watching anything that's related to Ren and just release it, you know. So it's also kind of a documentation for me. Anyway, so with all that admin out of the way, let's get to the Renlette wheel. This is a roulette wheel that I call the Renlette wheel because it's filled with all the suggestions that I've gotten from the comments on what to react to next. I'm going to spin this wheel, it's going to land on a video, and I'm going to watch that video, alright? Sound good? Well, let's freaking go, bro. Spinna Da Wheel. Sick boy. Oh, damn. I know this is going to be a big one. And a heavy one. Let's go. I've heard a lot about this. Okay, I don't know if I'm ready. Let's go. Ren. Sick boy. Right there. Yeah, let's freaking jump right in, man. This looks familiar. Is this the same basement? I think it was a basement that High Ren was shot in. This looks familiar. Anyway, let's go, bro. I might jam over this. I don't think I will, but I might watch this again and jam over it on a second watch with the guitar, you know, just to add some musicality to it. It's my gimmick, all right? It's my channel. I can do what I want.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Oh, man. Just gonna pause it there because this is obviously a response to all the misdiagnoses that he's gotten over the years. Before he found out that he's got Lyme disease, doctors have been saying that he's, yeah, his mind is making him sick, like it's a trauma response or something. Meanwhile, there's an actual disease in there that needed to be treated way earlier than it was. And because of that misdiagnosis, he's now in the pain that he is, and it's, I think this is coming at a good time. This video is coming at a good time because, you know, I did that whole Love's Healing dedication song to Ren, and, you know, it was, yeah, it's big stuff. I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I wonder who did the voice of the woman. I don't know if it's this actual lady. This looks a lot like the High Ren space. but I know they got kicked out of that space, so I don't know.
Feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect in our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Making you sick. Making you sick. Love those. You know what that reminds me of? The choirs. Was this before High Ren or after? I'm not sure. But yeah, those choirs remind me of Ghost in the Shell. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but or those movies. There's a soundtrack in there with a like childlike. I think it's woman, but it's got this childlike nature to the voices, and it sounds really cool. Yeah. Also, Ghost in the Shell. I don't know if he's referencing that, but I'm sure he feels like a ghost in the shell. Like he just wants to leave the broken shell that he's living in. I don't know. It's a big guy from High Ren. Shame, man.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what?
Damn.
Bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake
Pass out wank noise.
oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go. Take another pill, here, take a couple more. Let's see how you're doing in another week or so. You'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show. Derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan. Complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration. Drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy.
Well, I need to go back. Damn. First of all, the acting is outstanding, but it's also I don't think he needs a lot of prep to get into that mind space, you know. You've heard about method acting. He's living this life. He's been method acting his whole fucking life. And yeah, man, like this is rough. It's basically laying out the start of this journey of his fight with Lyme disease in such a powerful way, and the turmoil is very real. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. I'm tell me what the fuck will remain. And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
That was rough. That was a rough journey, but very, very necessary. Damn, bro. I don't really know what to say to that. I'm gonna go back a little bit and just rewatch this, and then I'll comment. I just needed to experience that whole thing.
In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's it. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we come in.
It's like that thing that people say, it's in a lot of movies, and I think even in The Matrix, they talk about, they compare the human race to a virus. In a lot of movies, they also compare the human race to parasites, and it is there is something very destructive about what we're doing to the planet, what we're doing to each other. Just look at what's happening in the world right now. It's insane, and the funny thing is that I think majority of people want peace. Majority of people, 99% of people want to live in a peaceful world. That's all. At least that's what I think. Maybe not 99%. Maybe it's a little bit less. But it's the people with the power that cling onto that power, and they just creating all this turmoil in the world. It's like Jimi Hendrix said, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And it's so true, man. But I just don't think that's gonna happen, because you're always gonna just look at history. Just go back thousands of years. Man's always been in love with power, and unfortunately it's the people at the bottom that suffer the most. Anyway, I'm sure triggering in a lot of thoughts.
We are sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite.
It's like I'm sick, I'm standing on the cliff in the name of progress. If you look at what triggered some of the most advanced scientific discoveries in the 20th century, it's like World War I, World War II, all these inventions came about because of war, and that's crazy. Progress is fueled by this violence, but then what kind of progress are we actually making here? What are we, where are we heading if that's the source of progress? I don't know, that's a interesting thought.
How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pic, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy?
Yeah, and it's crazy. Just bringing it back to the music industry. I think record labels are a dying industry. I think the independent artist is really taking over, and that's one beautiful thing about the modern age we live in. It's made it possible for people to actually do things themselves, and I'm an independent artist myself. I haven't really made money from music, but the fact that my YouTube's kind of gained some traction, that's all just because of the internet, and the communities out there that actually support the idea of love and peace. So yeah, it's awesome.
No, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits for my...
And it's also talking about record labels. When you sign to a label, it's yours. I think people have this idea of, okay, you sign to a label and you've made it, you're gonna make it big. But usually how these things work is they give you a bunch of money to record an album. You sign a contract for 3 albums in 3 years or something, and they give you a bunch of money, and you got to make that album, and they're not giving you that money, they're loaning you that money. You have to give it back to them, and then they take a cut of your profits that you make from the music, and etc., etc., etc. You know, not just like 50%. They take a big chunk of the profits that you make from the music because they funded it and they're marketing it, but they're not really marketing it. Like nowadays, they don't even sign artists that are like below a certain amount of followers. Like like I've heard phone calls of musicians being called by labels or trying to contact labels to get signed, and it'll be like, no, we actually don't sign people below 50,000 followers on Instagram or something like that. You know, it's ridiculous. And basically when they sign you, they just tell you, okay, keep doing what you're doing, we'll just take some of your money now. You know, it's so just, guys, try the independent route. If you're a musician out there and you're wanting to make music, don't trust the labels. I don't trust labels at all. I think it's better to just do things yourself, upskill yourself, learn how to record your own music. It's really, really not impossible to. You can get by with minimalist gear. You know, I think the gear that I've been using for the last 12 years, I make pretty good sounding songs. I think I'm blowing my own horn, but my songs sound, you know, well produced because I've spent the time learning how to record and how to mix and how to master. And it's cheap gear. This isn't an expensive mic. This isn't an expensive sound card that I have. Like it's possible to do this. And I have studio monitors, which are quite expensive, but you can get by with headphones, you know. Like I do 50% of my mixes on headphones anyways, because I don't want to disturb my neighbors. So yeah, like it's possible to do things independently. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Myself swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing. We're all feeding this machine. While I'm bleeding because I'm doing the same. Something he said.
I'm the reason because I'm doing
the same. You know, like he's criticizing everyone, like bleeding the earth for wealth and gold. And you know what? He's also benefiting from it, you know. But I will say, it's all about intention, you know, like what's the intention behind your actions? Like, are you doing this for selfish reasons or are you doing this to spread a message? And Ren very much is spreading a message. And look, it's the world we live in. It's the system we have. You know, capitalism is the system we have, and it is a way to put a price on something, I guess. We don't have the experience or the knowledge to really follow another system, just because like everyone in the world grew up, well, not everyone in the world, but a lot of people grew up in capitalistic society, and it's just what we know, you know. And like I said, it's all about intention. What is your intention? If you got good intentions, then you can use that system to your advantage. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, great song. I don't know if this needs... I'm not going to play guitar over this. This doesn't need my contribution at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep watching. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Also check out the song I made for Ren. It's come out really special. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Bye-bye.